I don't even know why this guy would try and come out on a limb and say it was natural. He looks like a fucking moron trying to claim such a thing. But this is a perfect example of What's up guys, Derek, moreplates.com. Today we're going to be doing a classic comparison of newbie gains. So this is actually, I think the idea of what is feasible as a natural versus as a sauced as fuck guy is the line's getting kind of blurred nowadays. There are people that are literally taking gear as early as, like 16 years old at this, well fuck, even the kid on Trend, what was he, like fucking 13 or some shit, 13, 14? Granted, maybe he was just on SARMs and not Trend, maybe he was just doing it for the clout, like some people have said, but I don't see why the fuck he would have deleted all of his videos then, if once he got the attention finally, he decided to, say it wasn't actually Trend and fucking get rid of it. I don't really know. At the end of the day, there are people doing shit really fucking early when they don't understand pharmacology whatsoever, and they probably shouldn't be. And there is an interesting example on TikTok where I got tagged in the same day with an 8-month transformation naturally. Like this guy is newbie, showing his newbie gains from day 1 to, 8 months in. And then there's another transformation I was tagged in that was literally another 8-month newbie gain, but on fucking gear. At least I speculate it to be, because it's a little bit too fast for it to make any fucking logical sense. So anyways, we're going to jump to the old TikTok now. Okay, so this is 8.5 months. Consistency is key. 8.5 months down. For You page, gym, workout, recently made a fitness Instagram. Ethan Nguyen Fitness. I might have fucking butchered that, but anyways. So the guy looks like he's fucking powering up, ready to go fucking KO Kane, and then go goddamn Super Saiyan subsequently thereafter. Boom. All of a sudden, he's made 5 years worth of progress in 8.5 months. Look how fucking lean he is. You can see his Christmas tree dialed in. The guy started off shredded, keep in mind, but still, to gain pure contractile tissue for this 8.5 months, the amount of size this guy gained from being a fucking twig, like, come on, dude. Boom, cap delts. Like, it's almost like wondering if he's trolling us with how fucking ridiculous this is. This would be a good transformation even on a fucking Trend bologna sandwich. Like, this is insane amount of progress to make from baseline of being a fucking rail dude. See some of the comments. Can't do that naturally in 8 months. Does this answer y'all's question? Genetics play a large role in your progress. Let's see. Dude, this is you as a fucking toddler pretty much, and you're telling me this justifies that this baseline is giving you the amazing genetics that got you to fucking shredded and jacked like a Gymshark model in a matter of 8.5 months. No, dude, come on. Sheesh, them SARMs hitting diff. Most beta vid I have seen, giving beginners false hope. Absolutely. Natty Gymshark athlete. SARMs. Bro, diet is 1 pound or creatine raw steak and dry Kool-Aid packets. What? What the fuck? Not natty, but congrats. You claiming natty? So obviously, it's completely natty except for Trend and Anadrol. Anyone that's been working out for over 8 months and feels discouraged after this video, you're still doing amazing. Keep your heads up. You already looked really good before the transformation, bro. God tier genetics. Yeah, so he has good. Like the way he distributes fat is obviously quite favorable, and he stays fucking lean while he gains. But still, dude, like this is exceptional, even for fucking anabolics. To be honest, like this transformation is absolutely unheard of, dude. Well, it's not unheard of, but it's like clear fucking indicator of heavy duty SAUZULE, dude. So as far as this guy, this is a 8.5 month, totally saucy transformation that is not indicative of what newbie gains are whatsoever. Absolutely nuts. The guy's fucking serratus is dialed in, Christmas tree. The guy is ready to step on a men's physique stage and probably win a regional level show after looking like fucking this dude. Like 8.5 months ago. So anyways, getting onto the actual natural transformation as a kind kind of gauge of reference for what is actually realistic for a very, very average individual without God tier genetics or fucking SAUZULE, we are going to get to the next one, which is by Hunit Mu. I don't know if I'm saying that right, probably not, but anyway. 8 months on a strict bulking diet, and this is what I achieved. 120 pounds to start, September 2020. I might actually turn it off in case I get some copyright bullshit. But anyways, so these are shot after shot of his progression over the 8 months. And you can see he's slowly packing on size, but it's being attained at a normal rate, like an actual human being. So some fat gained, some muscle gained, some water gained, you know, very, very normal looking progress here. And by the end of it, he ends up at 160 pounds. And yes, he has, you know, some fat on him. Yes, he did gain some unfavorable weight, but that's, you know, bound to happen. You're not going to gain 40 pounds of pure contractile tissue unless you're fucking Ethan Nguyen or whatever the fuck his name was. So anyway, let's get to the comment section. Finally, people being realistic. Dude, that's so crazy. I started in September 2020 at 120. Now I'm 160. Keep it up, bro. 1 year, Papa finna be nice. All right, ignore the haters. He popped off, King. Genetics play a role. Bro, it's a big difference. Arms, traps, pecs all get bigger, and your core looks more muscular too. Great stuff. The people on social media have worked out for 20 years. Don't let them fool you. It takes time and patience. You can't achieve that fast. Keep up work. Damn, I respect it. I'm 150 right now and trying to get to 180. It's a grind with my metabolism. Praying symbol. Facts. Follow up. Follow for more tips. Not a lot of people got your commitment, but I think your genetics aren't that good. Oh shit. I feel if you actually worked out for 8 months, you would have been better. No, it's actually the fact that I made some mistakes during my journey. A transformation is also about learning about fitness too. I had to learn a lot. And he's natty, so it's not like all the unrealistic transformations media makes seem like they normal. Correct. So anyways, they did the other guy start at 122? So this guy started at 120, ended up at 160 after 8 months on a strict bulk. You know, how good his training regimen is, how good his diet was. Like, I don't fucking know, dude. I'm just giving a gauge of reference of like somewhat a guy with like very, very average genetics, what he got, you know, trying to gain muscle during this time frame. And you can see a clear representation of fat accrual, muscle accrual, and just like, it's not just pure like perfect tissue being put on here. Whereas for the first dude, he starts off obviously shredded with no muscle whatsoever, dude. And ends up looking literally like a men's physique competitor. Not an Olympia caliber one, but a guy who could easily fucking do like fitness model shoots or some shit. Boom. Here we go. Let's see if there's a before and after weight. 8.5 months with the cycle of tren, anadrol, and test. Either he's lying about the timeline or he's taking something. Like even, it's hard to believe this timeline, even with fucking test and trend. Like that's how ridiculous of a transformation this shit is. Let's see if he has any other videos here. That one is almost at 1 million fucking views. Let's see. He is progress check 2 months, 136 pounds. Oh, so this was okay, right in the fucking midst of his transformation. So 2020, September 27th, he was only 136 and he was 2 months into it at this point. So how much did he gain at this point? Let's see. 138 pounds, and he's fucking leaner at the same time, or exactly the same body fat pretty much. 140, fucking shredded still. 142.5, 144, 148, 149, 149 current, and that is September 27th of last year. Yes. Now, not a lot of updates since then. So he was a skinny dude. And he's trying to prove he was natural because he looked like this at 6 years old, which, you know, doesn't really prove shit when in reality, you looked like this before your transformation in fucking 8.5 months ago. Like the guy is, I don't know, when was that? Like September of last year, he pretty much like started, or I guess August or July is what he was claiming, at least in the last video we watched, gained. Like he probably started around the same starting point as the other dude, you know, close, maybe in the maybe he was on the high 120s, the low 130s or some shit, and he ended up just gaining absolutely pure tissue until he ends up fucking here, current day, looking absolutely stupid. So I don't even know why this guy would try and come out on a limb and say it was natural. He looks like a fucking moron trying to claim such a thing. But this is a perfect example of realistic expectations for a very, very average, or perhaps even, like, I don't know, for a guy who doesn't really know what they're doing necessarily, who has very average genetics, and just like, how many of us knew what the fuck we were doing when we first started? Like, I was slamming mutant mass shakes with milk to the point that I was like puking, gaining obscene amounts of weight that were just disproportionately fat as fuck. I had no idea what I was doing with training, no idea what I was doing with anything. I was just eating fucking like a madman, eating a bunch of shitty food too on top with weight gainers and stuff, just doing what I could. And like, I'm pretty sure every one of us probably, like, I think the younger generation is so unaware of how blessed they are to have information available to them on things like YouTube and whatnot. So they become like vetted so much faster in the gym to know what is correct, rather than when I was in high school, it was literally like, go buy a fucking 15-pound bag of mutant mass, put milk in it, and drink it twice a day until you're borderline puking on top of your meals, eating 6,000 fucking calories basically because you feel like dying with how much food you're eating. Your digestive system can barely I remember literally keeling over on fucking grass fields after lifting, not because I was sore from the gym, but because my stomach was hurting so much from the fucking post-workout mutant mass shakes. Like, that's the kind of shit I was doing when I started. And like, everyone started somewhere. And I'm pretty sure the majority of people who didn't have access to high quality information off the bat, when there was a lot less authorities in the space who had, you know, very accessible information that was easy to absorb and whatnot for a young guy, people nowadays just have like, they can get to their high level programming so much faster and be on the right track to making progress. So anyways, the guy who is natural, maybe he doesn't have that, you know, maybe he hasn't studied enough. Maybe he doesn't, maybe he has below average genetics. Maybe he's not indicative of like the actual average, but either way, it looks very natural. It looks like something that's representative of like average Joe guy who doesn't really know what he's doing, that just started. And he gained 40 pounds. You know, some of it's decent, some of it's not, some of it's what you'd expect, dude. And then this guy shows up with fucking 3D delts, veins climbing up it 8.5 months later. Like, I don't even know if I believe it was 8.5 months even on gear. Like, that's how fucked this is. So that's today's video. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, it's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas. I design myself from scratch. Anything else I'm associated with, including my recommended lab tests and diagnostics. And if you are a newbie to the gym, the vertical diet manual in the video description is a newbie friendly approach to high quality dieting. It is something that will teach you how to gain muscle in the easiest, most comprehensive way, and making it idiot proof for you at the same time, to not only hit your macronutrient needs, get high quality foods, but in addition to that, micronutrient dense foods, things considered like gut health, things considered like sleep hygiene, things considered like how a high performance athlete should fuel themselves. This diet model encompasses everything you'd want as a newbie and guides you on your quest to gaining muscle tissue and or performance metrics, whatever it is that you're trying to do. This is kind of like the most idiot proof, broad spectrum manual, in my opinion, for any kind of athlete trying to gain a shit ton of size and or strength. So I recommend you check that out if you have if you don't know where to start, or you're a little bit ambiguous about what a high quality diet is comprised of. And contrary to popular belief, the vertical diet is not just red meat and rice. It has a bunch of other shit in it. I don't know how it got that bad rap, but it definitely is not just that. It has a giant assortment of different micronutrient dense foods that hit a bunch of different RDAs and a bunch of different things that would otherwise go overlooked in the majority of influencer diet models and the cookie cutter plans that these fucking, Instagram famous guys will sell to you. So anyway, check that out if you're interested. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.